polling day for Singapore's presidential election is on the 27th of August. It's the first contested election since 1993, where former President Ong Teng Cheong nudged out Chua Kim Yao to win the presidency. Singapore is in the midst of a 9-day presidential campaign, with the four Tans trying to win over hearts and minds of the people. Voters will be casting votes on ballot papers which carry each presidential candidate's photograph, as well as a graphic image of an object chosen by the candidate. This hopes to perpetuate an easier and smoother voting system for the voters as they recognize and associate a symbol with their chosen presidential candidate. But do Singaporeans actually know what the symbols mean? Okay, I just want to ask you, how familiar are you with the presidential candidates' campaign symbols?
I'm not really.
Not at all?
No.
I'm not very familiar, but I can see from here, okay lah, it looks interesting, but not that interesting.
Man, I have no idea.
Okay.
50%, I guess.
Yes, I've seen some of them, but not familiar with, this one, what is that?
Okay.
Tan Cheng Bock, yeah.
Whether I recognize them with the candidates?
Yep.
I do for all except Tan Cheng Bock, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Yeah, the only one I recognize is Tan Chi Se.
Okay. When the first time you saw these symbols, what's the first impression you get?
I thought it was a joke.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's I don't see the need for it.
Right?
Yes, it represents something, but it doesn't really say something about himself, yeah.
Okay. For which one are you referring to?
Like this one, Tan
Bock?
Cheng Bock, I'm not so sure. And the high five thing, it looks a bit childish.
High five! High five!
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
For Tony Tan, is good because at least he's wearing a spec, so that's his symbol.
Right.
And Tan Chi says something like he's having a heart for the Singaporeans, yeah.
Okay, Tan Cheng Bock, his campaign symbol is the palm tree. What do you think, palm tree?
Palm tree, I don't know. I think that sounds a bit off, right? Because there's not much palm trees in Singapore.
Okay. Tan Chi Se has the heart. I think it's a good symbol.
He's going straight to the heart, lah.
Okay.
He's a smart man, lah.
Tan Kin Lian, his symbol is a speech bubble with a hand. What do you think? What do you think is the symbol trying to represent?
It's a logo that speaks for itself. I think it's the most intelligent logo of all.
Tan Kin Lian opted for a speech bubble, symbolizing the voice of the people. And the edged-out high-five handprint stands for the 5 values he lives by: honesty, fairness, positive attitude, courage, and public service.
Some of my supporters like it so much. They say, don't do handshake, just do high five.
Former Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Tony Tan's campaign symbol is a pair of spectacles. He says will help voters know who to vote for, as everyone recognizes him by his black spectacles.
The president must have a vision shared by the people of Singapore.
Tan Cheng Bock's symbol is a palm tree. He explains that the fronds represent Singapore's multiracial society. The trunk represents the people coming together, and the roots represent them taking root here. And his Chinese name Mu means wood.
The tree represents a lot of roots inside, a lot of branches, right? And it is something. It actually is not a tree, sorry. It's a palm.
Tan Chi Se went for the symbol of a heart, which he says symbolizes having a heart for every Singaporean, complementing his slogan, Heart of the Nation, which means to put people's happiness at the heart of government policies.
It's conscience, it's compassion, it's empathy.
From what you see here, who's the most creative?
Who's the most creative?
The merchandise and everything, not only logo.
This guy, what's his name?
This guy is Tan Kin Lian.
Tan Kin Lian, yeah.
Okay, why? Why do you think most creative?
Because it's a logo that speaks for itself. I think it's quite interesting.
Right?
Well, awareness, the one that's most catchy is probably still the t-shirt with the red,
Speech bubble.
Yeah, speech bubble.
Right.
To me, the cap is a little bit funny.
Okay. Do you think this merchandise is actually good for the campaigns?
I think Tan Kin Lian's is actually quite effective because I do see that logo on the t-shirts and it's quite it's easily recognizable. So I think that's the best out of the lot.
Okay.
But I can't say the same for the rest.
Who do you think has the best merchandise?
Okay, I think maybe it's the voice because it's more glaring, see, it's more eye-catchy, yeah.
Who do you think has the most creative sort of merchandise?
Man, none of them.
None of them?
None of them. Seriously,
really?
Yeah.
If you had to choose one.
Gosh. The most interesting, I would say, is the glasses with the specs. The rest are pretty normal, I guess.
Alright.
It's quite funny in a cheesy way.
Well, if not for a political stance, but a fashion sense, would these Singaporeans wear any of these merchandise? Would you wear any of these things?
Probably not.
Would you wear any of these merchandise?
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Would you actually wear these things now, this merchandise?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because it doesn't suit me. Does it suit you?
It's not necessary. It's not necessary.
Okay.
It's not that appealing, firstly. They can spend more attention to how it's being portrayed out.
Right.
Their graphics design and all that. But, man, no, not really.
Okay. If I were to support maybe Tan Kim Lian, I think the t-shirt's alright.
Okay.
But not the hat. Is that a hat or a cap?
Yes, it's a cap.
Definitely not. No way.
Why not?
Just that I wouldn't wear something like that. Doesn't unless I'm passionate about the candidate, then maybe I would if I want to garner more votes for the candidate. But if not, I wouldn't on a normal circumstance.